Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Because we are starting the month of May, of course, we have to use my TBR jar to pick some prompts to pick my May TBR. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. We're about halfway full. There's a little bit of dents in here. I feel like we're getting towards the ends and we might have to recycle, refresh in a few months. But of course, we have to give it a good old shake. First things first. Last month, I had the best TBR pick using these prompts and I'm hoping that this month will be really good as well. We'll see. We'll see what we get. First prompt, or prompt number 1. Oh no. As much as I love this prompt, which is start a new series, I have so many series I've already started and I wanted to kind of finish a series. Not necessarily start, but that's okay. Let me turn around, grab a couple books maybe that I want, and then we will decide a little bit together which ones I should maybe start. All right, I have a couple books for this prompt. Let's go through them real quick. The first contestant, I guess you could say, is The Unbecoming Amara Dyer, and I just picked this up not too long ago. I thrifted this, I do believe for like 50 cents or so. So I've been very intrigued, and also I didn't know it was like a trilogy. No, it was in the YA section as well in half price books. So I do kind of want to start this and also maybe try and be able to find the second one because I could not find the second one in half price books. But this is one possibility. Next we have The Cruel Prince. I picked this up in October, last October for my birthday, and I was really excited to start it. I just haven't started it just because it is technically a new series and I wanted to finish some series before. But of course, since the prompt, this I guess is book number 2. And then along with The Unbecoming, I did pick this up as well. This is The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and I read the Legendary trilogy. It's Legendary, Prodigy, and also Champion. It's actually down on my bookcase, and it was an okay YA. I think that was dystopian, maybe a little bit of fantasy, but this to me I feel like would be more my interest. And in all honesty, as much as I think both of these sound very interesting and I want to start these, I think I'm gonna probably go with this because I was so excited when I found this. I'm just in for a good fantasy sci-fi, especially a YA one. They're pretty much my two favorite genres. All right, let's choose prompt number 2. There's so many stuck together. Okay, we're getting there. A book with an ocean on the cover. Usually I save this for Nicholas Sparks because I feel like a lot of his books are by the ocean, and I just had a couple ocean books that I've already read. So let's see if we can find one that technically I've been wanting to read or is the next in this series. All right, I have 3 books here. These are like the only 3 besides maybe a second Nicholas Sparks book that actually has oceans or potentially oceans, something that can be qualified or close enough. So of course, Nicholas Sparks, we have The Last Song. I've watched this movie and I just found the book recently. I think when we moved home actually in a Goodwill for like $1.59, and I'd never read it, so this is the most prominent ocean on it technically. Then we have a possibility in my mind. I'm not really thinking this is an ocean because of crawdads. So we have Where the Crawdads Sing. I'm thinking this is more just like a lake, a river. So I'm not feeling ocean vibes from this. I could be wrong, but more than most when I think of crawdads, I think about where like the bodies of water around where I'm at. So that's a possibility, I guess. And then the last thing he told me also has houseboats or like an ocean, or they live maybe, like I said, off of a lake, but I'm picturing this more as like an ocean. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, with both of these. For the sake of a true ocean, and also because this one out of these 3 appeals to me the most, I just really have been trying to tackle more of my Nicholas Sparks because I have so many from him, and I think I only have like 4 left maybe. So I'd like to go ahead and pick this up and actually get to this. So I'm gonna pick The Last Song. Prompt number 3. Let's dig down. You know how it is, can never just pick the top one. All right, this one I think is a long one. Book set in a different place, aka a different country, state, or even a world. Well, this one I'm definitely going to use to continue a series, so let me get a couple of different books. All right, I just grabbed 3 different books that continue a series or almost complete a series. So the first book is House of Roots and Ruin. I just read House of Salt and Sorrows and I absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star read, and so I want to continue the series. I do believe this is book 2 out of potentially a trilogy, or she's adding on, but I think the 3rd book just recently came out if I'm not mistaken. So this is high up there on my list, but also last month I read Clockwork Angel, so Clockwork Prince is the next in the trilogy, of course, and I also want to hop into this in the near future and try and finish that little trilogy before I hop into any more of Cassandra Clare's books. And finally, one that I grabbed because I need to honestly finish the series. I started it I think January and February, and I haven't touched it since maybe February, maybe early March. I have The Giver. I've read the first 2 books in the series. It's not very long. We are next on Messenger. It's book number number 3 out of 4 in this quartet. I don't know, I really want to pick all 3 of these. I wish I could put all 3 of these on my TBR, but at the same time, 4 books normally, besides that this is super short, is about the most that I'm going to mainly read because we've been so busy and I have a lot going on, and I also have other stuff that I've been planning to do for like a second job, let's just say. So I have a lot of things going on. I don't know which, honestly, book to choose. This one's a really hard one. I'm not gonna lie. I gave myself really good options. The least, and I'm not saying I'm not invested, but the one I'm not invested in the most that I could definitely just kind of cross out and just put back on my shelf would probably be Clockwork Prince. And that's just because I was intrigued, but I felt like the book kind of ended, the first book ended pretty well, so I didn't need to hop into this one. Whereas House of Roots and Ruin, I feel like we ended on a really great note, and like I said, it was a 5-star read, so I really want to get to this, but it is a little chunkier. I don't know if I should do this or if I should just go smaller and just for once finish The Giver. I think I'm gonna try and finish The Giver, or at least go into Messenger, because I also have a reading vlog for this video that has been sitting on my computer stagnant for the last couple months. Let me do what's more responsible. Let me pick up this since I literally just tackled these last month, and let me go back into this world and see if we can finish this. If not, then at least finish Messenger. All right, another good shake for prompt number 4. This one's kind of short. No, I want to put it back. I was honestly dreading when I would get this prompt. I knew it was sooner or later, especially since we got down to the bottom. I'm surprised I haven't even gotten this prompt yet. I think I put it in maybe 3 or so times. It is the next book, and or, because I haven't started, the first book in the Millennium series. If you didn't know, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is the Millennium series. It's like a 6-7 book series, and I only don't have the last one that was just written. I'm pretty sure the author actually ended up passing away and then somebody continued. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I put it on here because I got all these, I thrifted all these. I never finished, never even picked up the book, so I never felt like gravitating towards them. But then there's been a few times where I'm like, I need to read these. Like, for some reason I get the itch to read them, but more than anything I just kind of avoid them. And yeah, we're gonna have to read it. I feel like we cannot put this on the TBR and not read it. Maybe it'll be really good, I don't know. All right, let's do one final prompt. Usually, like I said, I try and do only 4. Last month I did 6, and I only got through technically 3.5 books because I'm halfway through one of the books. I'm actually almost finished with the books, but I'm going to actually do 5 since we picked The Giver or Messenger technically. So prompt number 5, there is 2 stuck together. I do not want to do 6. I hope this one is good. This isn't a bad TBR so far. It's just not one that I necessarily wanted. A 5-star prediction. Okay, I will take this one. Let's get a couple books to choose from. We have Catching Fire. This is book 2 in the Hunger Games trilogy, and I am halfway through the Hunger Games right now. I have like 100 pages left actually, so I'm predicting that this is going to be highly up there because let me just tell you, the Hunger Games right now is very good. I always love the movies, and I didn't really watch them too many times, but at the same time I feel like they stuck with me, at least the first one, maybe this one, but I think for the most part I never read the book, so I'm doing my first technical reread. I'm not doing a reading vlog on it though, and I have this predicted as a 5-star, so this is really high up there with my predictions and also how I'm feeling currently reading the series. I feel like it's just going to flow really nice if I could go straight into Catching Fire. Then we have a thriller, which is The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I found this for $1 at a thrift store. I liked The Housemaid to a point. I rated that one 4 stars, but for some reason every time I look at this book I just feel like it would be such a really good book, and I don't normally rate my thrillers higher than like 4 stars max. I don't think I've really ever rated a thriller higher than 4 stars, to be honest, but I feel like for whatever reason that this would be higher up. I've heard really great things about this book, so this is a really big potential as well. And then also, because it's a standalone and a fantasy, we have Heartless. Have read the Renegades trilogy. I've not read the Lunar Chronicles just yet. I do have a couple books in that series, but this apparently is a standalone. I've heard really great things about this as well, and I'm so excited to hop into this. I just picked this up, so it's giving me more of a 5-star prediction because I'm still in that, oh, it's a brand new book to me, so I want to go and pick it up and read it now. So now it's choosing which book. I feel like all of the books on my TBR, all the books on my bookcases, I'm very happy with, minus like 2 or 3. I feel like I'm struggling to pick between all of them because they're all just so good for some reason. Like, I'm so invested in all of them. Let's put Heartless up. I do really want a thriller, but I am reading The Hunger Games. All right, we gotta do it. I have to do Catching Fire. I'm sorry. I am so excited to hop into this book, so this is going to be my 5-star prediction. And here is all my books for my May TBR. I hope that I can tackle every single one of these. I'm so excited, honestly, for all these. Just a little intimidated about the top one, just because it's not necessarily one that I wanted, but it is a thriller, so at least it's a different genre. I've been doing a lot of fantasy and sci-fi here recently, but I'm definitely really excited about so many of these, and I cannot wait to read, especially Catching Fire and also The Young Elites. That's probably my top 2 out of this whole stack. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you have not seen my monthly wrap-up for the month of April, go ahead and click back on that video. That was the video posted posted just a couple days ago. I want to post these on a Sunday and a Wednesday right after each other, just because I'm a little bit late to recording them, and also I just want to get them out there. I feel like I've been slacking a lot on YouTube here lately because we've been so busy and just so many other things that I have been focusing on. So I'm so sorry about that. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys join me in my next video here on my channel, and as always, God bless. Hold on, we got to do this thumbnail. I have to show you guys this up close. Maybe this will be like a little blooper extra. I was putting my prompt in my book so when we do the end of this video, and it says, "Mom, Merry Christmas, I love you. Love, Big Al." That's so sweet, so cute. I love when people write in books and then I end up with them, even though it's kind of sad that maybe they donated them. It's kind of cute to actually get those messages.